Hey lovelies, hope all is well with you guys. Alright, so this is just a detailed video on how I did my checkerboard method. So if you guys are interested, just continue to watch. Alright, so some people might not be familiar with what I'm talking about, but it's just the way how I do my curly units if I want the top to appear more fuller than usual. If you do not want it to look too full, then you could either go around in circles or just add less hair. And I refer to it as the checkerboard method because instead of drawing, of course, you're sewing the extensions onto the wig cap, and we will be overlapping them to create this look, but you guys will see what I mean later on in the video. So the first thing I'm gonna do is sew a few tracks falling to the front, and then I'm gonna turn that head around and sew some more falling towards the back. So now I'm at the end of my first row. I'm gonna cut my track and start a new row. Now you guys do not have to do this, very optional. What you could do is flip that hair over and continue to sew. Guys, excuse that Bigfoot girl, it's my sister. She was cleaning, so she's gonna be all up in my video, walking up and down, alright? After you're finished with the front, make sure you're satisfied with the fullness. If you are, just turn the head around and start to layer tracks down that are going to fall towards the back. this. You're gonna need that space in the middle to guide you where you want your closure to be. Plus you're gonna need that space to start sewing again by overlapping. To make life easier, what you could do to basically mark that spot where you want your closure to be, just get a pin or just something to put there. You could start by following your nose all the way up to your head top just to mark that spot. Alright, so that's what I'm doing. So this is why I call it the checkerboard method, guys. We're gonna start sectioning out the hair so we could basically continue sewing, but on top of the tracks that we already sewed down, so we're overlapping. And hopefully I'm explaining it right, but if not, Lord God, bear with me where you guys are actually seeing what I'm doing. Let's go. I hope that didn't seem too difficult, but now we're at the end of the first row. We're gonna cut that track and continue the same step what we just did until we reach at the extreme top. Then we're gonna flip that wig around and then do the same thing on the other side. So now we're done with this side. We're gonna turn the wig around and do the exact same thing that we did before. Alright, so now it should look something like this. And it look like it already is taking shape and have its volume, and good girl, we get ready for touch road, but we are done our ear first. I did the other side off camera and we should end up with something like this. A little square in the middle, and that's where we're gonna put our closure. I will be making a closure from scratch, just a simple one. You guys will be seeing how I do that in a sec. Now it's time to close up this unit, so we're gonna have to make our closure. And to be honest, everybody and their granny know how to make this closure, so you're gonna need your piece of track and your glue to make it. Alright, and just let that glue dry a little bit, and then you're gonna start folding it into itself, and basically that's all. That is it. Easy like a cheesy. So it should look like this when you're done, guys. So before you put your closure in, remember to take the pin out that you placed in there before. And now we're gonna apply a little bit more glue and then put that closure in. So now we're removing the unit off of the mannequin's head, and we're gonna flip it inside out and sew that closure on the inside, because of course we're gonna comb the wig, we're going to wash it, and it's gonna get a lot of tugging. So it's just to prevent the closure from coming off of the wig. Alright guys, so the unit is almost completed, but first we have to fluff it up and give it that volume that it needs, and cut some bangs in it, because of course we want to see where we are going. Now we are basically combing the roots with the comb and using our fingers to comb the ends, because we want the ends to have its original defined curls. And you could play with it as much as you want, make it as big as you want, it's really up to you. Alright, so now it's come to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully it was helpful and not too difficult. If anyone tried this method, comment below and let me know. So take care and talk to you in my next video, guys. Blessings.